Sexual assault is a term that applies to a broad range of forced and unwanted sexual activity. It includes attempted rape, which is the unwanted fondling or sexual touching. And rape is generally defined as the penetration of a victim's body against their will. Sexual assault can involve forcing someone into non-consensual sexual acts by way of manipulation, physical or emotional coercion, or psychological force, including threats or other means of intimidation. Whatever form sexual assault takes, it's important for victims to realize that it's not their fault. Sexual assault is a far too common problem in our country today. The Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network recently reported that someone in the U.S. is sexually assaulted every 98 seconds. The vast majority of sexual assaults go unreported and unpunished. The RAINN reports that nearly 70% of victims don't inform the police and that a mere 25% of reported assaults eventually result in arrest. Sexual assault on college campuses is a common problem that often goes unreported. It includes any unwanted sexual activity from unwanted touching to rape. Alcohol and drugs often play a role in sexual assault on college campuses today. How common is sexual assault on college campuses? Sexual assault is common among female students of all ages, races, and ethnicities. 1 in 5 women in college experiences sexual assault. Studies also show that students are at the highest risk of sexual assault in the first few months of their first and second semesters in college. Women who identify as lesbian, bisexual, or gay are more likely to experience sexual assault on college campuses than heterosexual women. The media continues to perpetuate harmful stereotypes of men and women, and what it means to be a man or a woman. Messages that we receive tell us that boys and men are invincible and must enjoy sexual activity under all circumstances, while women and girls are victims who should be cautious of sexual activity. I believe that we should be able to talk about sexual assault and it being on the college campuses we will all be attending soon more commonly. We only have one No More assembly a year. They want us to come out and speak about sexual assault without us being embarrassed or scared, yet they have to use the word pizza to code the word rape. We should be able to talk about real-world circumstances freely and as common as possible. I was 9 or 10. I can't remember the exact age. I have a cousin who's 1 year younger than me, who's exposed to drugs, violence, and sex from a young age due to his mother being in and out of jail. At a family gathering, he sexually abused me, after me saying no multiple times. I didn't even know what sex was at that age. I immediately felt embarrassed and ashamed. I didn't speak out until I was 15. I'm 18 now. I'm not brave, I'm not strong, and I suffer from PTSD, extreme anxiety, and depression. And I'm now continuing to suffer in my own skin. Liquor sales didn't start until noon. Lawrence and Zayed sat in the office until noon when the liquor sales started. Then Lawrence and I traded places. For the longest time, Zayed and I sat in the office talking and getting to know each other. We talked about people, sports, cars, just small talk. Then he began making perverted comments to me. Feeling very uncomfortable, I went up to the cash register with Lawrence. I didn't tell him about his cousin. Now I know I should have. At about 2:30, Lawrence sent me and Zayed into the back room to do some work. I was back there minding my own business and doing my thing. Zayed grabbed me by my arms and dragged me into the bathroom. I screamed. He put his hand over my mouth and started to undo his pants. Knowing what was about to happen, I froze. My whole body went numb. I couldn't move. After he was done, he got dressed and walked out of the bathroom like nothing happened. He left me there with my tears. When he walked out the door, he took with him my pride, my security, and my virginity.
Do you think the government is involved enough in sexual assault cases?
In what way?
Like, the outcome, like, if they're guilty, like, do you think they're involved enough, like the discipline and like all that?
I think there's always room for improvement when it comes to our laws and legislation. I think we're making progress, but I think there's always more room for improvement. And
Yeah.
one of the best things that can happen is for people to be educated about what sexual assault is and isn't.
Right. Okay. Do you think this?
The federal government took one step in 2013 with an update to the Violence Against Women Act that requires colleges receiving federal aid to annually report to the government the number of assaults on their campuses and to have programs on rape awareness and systems to assist victims. I believe preventing assaults on college campuses, that programs should begin when kids are still in elementary school. Young children should be taught about consent. For instance, you only pet the kitten when the kitten wants to be petted, and you only hug your friends when your friends want hugs. That creates this culture where you only engage with people in ways they consent to. No means no. Stop means no. Turning away means no. Shoving you away means no. Leave me alone means no. Passed out means no. I'm not ready means no. Pushing you away means no. I don't feel like it means no. Drunk or drugged means no. Get away from me means no. Screaming means no. Don't means no. Crying means no. No means no.